Welcome to Provo, Utah, Lavelle Edwards Stadium, home to the 1984 national champion BYU Cougars, and this, one of the more intimidating venues in all of college football. And the Horned Frogs will boot it away to start the game. The returner will field it and bring it back. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Cougars will have some work to do after that short return. And here's the band they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Gets away, and the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. BYU lines up quickly.
What a great way to start this game, and one of the reasons this defense has been one of the most dominant units all season long, they can get pressure on the quarterback with guys like that. They've got better athletes than you've got up front, and you saw it early in this game today.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So TCU's offense will get the ball for the first time. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside, and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston. Two physical athletes that are going to be going toe-to-toe all game long.
Yeah, two alphas, two guys that play the positions where you have to have such confidence, cornerback, wide receiver. Let's see this throwdown.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
And this junior loves to show off that big arm. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He fires a bullet to the right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, running back gets to give. Open space at the 25. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Here comes the option. The pitch. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And the Horned Frogs have their offense in high gear. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He'll set up to throw. Fires to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. The Horned Frogs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open.
He'll take a shot. And it's caught! Touchdown, TCU! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. And he'll bring it back. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high power.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on to the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now is pinning their ears back in this area of the field, and they are getting after him quick.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Slips through the line, and the punt team able to sling him to the ground. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
They want to throw it. They're setting up the screen. Oh, what a move. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
They'll throw it on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Couldn't make the play last time. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 30. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Sampson. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback checking the play. He'll throw on third down. Caught close to the marker. It's Buchanan. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. First down to start the drive after the break. In the red area, it's Brown. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Horned Frogs want to crank the tempo. He's back to throw on second down. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. Hey, that's a live ball. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, TCU! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I see?
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Look, a lot of time left. There's a little...
For the defense.
Distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're in defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
TCU 28, BYU 0.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Wants to fire on second down. Lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Couldn't find his man last time. Now they'll have to convert 3rd and 4. He's looking to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. Makes the catch down the right side. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, TCU! And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
TCU 35, BYU 0.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers. I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
Takes a handoff. It's Townsend. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the 1st down.
This guy's been so much fun to watch all year long. Every single week, he's making defenders look silly trying to tackle him. With that last play, now over 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
Across the 25, he's got room. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Give him 109 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. Barges ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
TCU
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Virginia is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to NC State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
On second down, looking again to throw. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
They'll run the counter. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hauls it in, looking for space. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. They love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. Absolutely perfect. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. BYU will try to boot it deep to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half.
Running back with carry. Gain of 2. Brings up second down.
Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Dialing up a second down pass play. Looking deep. Makes the catch on the left. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, TCU. And the pummeling has started.
TCU.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
52. BYU 0.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense... out of there, you know what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Floating away. Trying to escape and get it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense has a second down play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Looking to throw on second down. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
There's just so much chemistry between this quarterback and his receiver, and you saw it right there, down the perimeter, trying to work the boundary. Just put it somewhere near him. He'll catch it, he'll get a foot down, and help out his offense.
They're going to run it. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Wants to throw on second down. He uncorks one deep. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the left. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got an open man. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? You've seen it earlier in the game, a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
They'll run play action. He's got it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Cougars have this offense rolling. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He's going to pass. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. 2nd down now after the sack. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Buys a little time. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the field goal unit is on the field. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Spreads the uprights, it's good. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll bring it out. It's Buchanan. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. final play of the quarter coming. Give to Brown. Defense coming through. Down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the third period. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has...
The score.
As we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They're going to test the right side with this one. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
Picks up 4. Third down.
A third and long coming up here. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one.
Defenses throughout the week study every third down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
Makes the grab down the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
At the 46-yard line.
The give to the tailback. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. The Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got it. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
Going up top on first down. He's got it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Second down.
The give to the back. Touchdown, Horned Frog! And the punishment has been extended. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense.
He's got an alley. And there he goes. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar!
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Open space at the 25. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line.
He lets one fly deep. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
He finds his man. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line. Be first and goal from there.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
With the run on first and goal. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. And the Horned Frogs will try to punch it in on first and goal. Run in the red zone, it's Brown. Not much running room. He's got one down to the 12. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Third and goal from way back there. Looking for a crease to the left. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They're going to pass on what would figure to be an easy 3 points and instead go for it on 4. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Looking for more room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably wouldn't quit. You actually probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. After the big first down sack, it's second down. He's looking to throw. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And the returner is stopped. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win on to next week. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Unloads it left. Hauls it in. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got it set up on the outside. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Got it! And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score. TCU, 67.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but...
And he breaks into the open. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Quickly out to the tight end. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. After that last completion, it's second down. He's looking to throw. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Number 12.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.